Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a quick little test of air doctrines. Which one is the best? We've got a three-way war set up here as Germany against Italy and France is also at war with Italy. So we can test all three doctrines at the same time. We're going to use centralized control and aircrew surveys as part of the test. Before we do that though, let's just do a quick little rundown of what strategic destruction, battlefield support, and operational integrity give you when it comes to fighters. The most important thing about doctrine is helping you win the air war. Then you'd like your doctrine to do something, but you want to win it first. The strategic destruction has 10% fighter detection, 20% air superiority mission efficiency, and 5% air wing mission experience gain. They all get at least 5%, and then 10% agility. And that's all the bonuses it actually gives to fighters. This 15% air superiority, combined with this 15%, that does not actually affect air combat. That is a land combat modifier. Same with the ground support amount. Operational integrity gets the exact same bonuses other than an additional 10% fighter detection. It gets the exact same 10% agility. It gets the exact same 20% air superiority mission efficiency, but it also gets, in two separate places, 10% ace generation chance for 20% ace generation. So operational integrity is 20% better at generating aces, and by the end of the doctrine, we'll have the same bonuses to your fighters as strategic destruction. Battlefield support gets 15% fighter detection, 10% air wing mission experience gain. They get 5% here and then 5% at the split. And then you have two choices: air superiority mission efficiency 15% or ace generation 25%. And those are its only bonuses to fighters when it comes to getting air superiority. I'm going to do this test twice, once with fighter ace initiative, once with formation fighting, and we've got the test set up. So down here we're going to have operational integrity versus battlefield support. Up here we're going to have battlefield support versus strategic destruction, and then the French and the Italians are going to be doing a fight of strategic destruction versus operational integrity. Air wing sizes of 100. We're just using fighter 2s, and what I've done is I've let this run for almost a year. Let's look at the results of test 1. For test 1 for battlefield support, we went with air superiority mission efficiency plus 15%. And in our battlefield support versus operational integrity test, we're going to lose about 1,500 more fighters over the course of 11 months in 4,000 versus 4,000 combat. That's not great. That's a clear advantage for operational integrity. That was expected though. Now let's see how battlefield support does against strategic destruction. And here we're seeing less of an advantage. We're seeing about 100 fighters difference a month rather than 150, and over the course of a year that's going to add up to about 1,000 more fighters lost rather than 1,500. Battlefield support does not actually perform as poorly against strategic destruction as it does against operational integrity, and that is likely to come down to the ace generation. Down here is operational integrity versus strategic destruction. And here we can see operational integrity has lost 2,000 less fighters. Strategic destruction has actually lost more fighters against operational integrity than battlefield support did. Battlefield support's only losing 1,500 fighters. Strategic destruction's losing 2,000, which I find very interesting. Strategic destruction wins against battlefield support, but loses even harder against operational integrity than battlefield support. That's just really weird. And then for the other test where we went for the ace generation for battlefield support rather than the air mission efficiency, here we're actually seeing an overall more deadly combat against the ace generation. This test might have been slightly longer, 1,100, 1,200 planes. Just to showcase I did go right instead of left this time. And then against battlefield support, we're actually losing 1,500 planes instead of 1,000 planes. So I made a little chart to actually summarize all this. So as you can see, strategic destruction versus operational integrity, you're losing 17% more planes. If you're trying to win the air war, you should definitely be going operational integrity over strategic destruction. The interesting thing here is the flip. When you go battlefield support left, perform better against strategic destruction than you do against operational integrity. That actually changes when you go battlefield support right. Battlefield support right does better against operational integrity than it does against strategic destruction. Both instances, battlefield support is losing more planes, but instead of 9.5% with battlefield support right, it becomes 12%. Instead of 9.2, it becomes 12%. It's kind of weird, the flip there, and which one you want to go for battlefield support right or left entirely depends on what your enemy is going. It can be worthwhile going battlefield support if you're focusing more on CAS. Still have decent bonuses. You're not getting hard outperformed. You'd be worse off going strategic destruction versus operational integrity than battlefield support, left or right, although this does suggest you should go right rather than left. You want to match their ace generation. The interesting part is that battlefield support is not like significantly getting out-traded. Like I would expect these results to have been flipped. I would have expected strategic destruction operational integrity's results to be closer and battlefield supports either left or right be the higher percent lost. Operational integrity wins you air wars. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.